Hey, welcome back to Stars in Time. It's Joe, it's Tyler. Once again, we're playing, man. This is episode, what, like 30 by now? Probably, something around that. Jarvis will put up the numbers on the screen. He'll definitely do it. Huge events from last episode where we were betrayed by the king. And now we gotta figure out what's different in this world after assuring ourselves that nothing has changed. Surely nothing's changed. Nothing would have changed, right? Of course nothing has changed. You don't think something's changed, right?
I don't know. The way you're saying it sounds like something changed.
Let's go find out. Oh, Change, you look really tired. I thought you were taking a nap. Did you not sleep well? Not really. No,
Is this new?
Yes, slightly, because she's like, you look fucked up. Oh no.
She's like,
I'm sorry to hear that. I was gonna tell you something, but forget about it. Go on and do whatever you need to do today. Sure. Do you know if Bonnie's okay? Bonnie? Why wouldn't they be? Who's Bonnie?
Yeah, right? Like,
I saw them near
start
the fields
disappearing.
earlier. To the east, if you'd like to talk to them. You nod. Oh, okay. I'll leave you alone. Make sure to rest up. And we'll meet for dinner at the clock tower later. Habibi takes over, and you tell her about the carrot method.
Wait, the carrot method?
Bonnie.
Buddy. We get down there and Bonnie's like Odile now or some weird shit.
Bonnie is here, alive and whole. Bon. Huh? What did you... Bonnie. Jeez.
I thought the game glitched.
How are you?
Crashed.
I'm... okay. Good. And... how are you? You look bummed out. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong at all. Okay, well... what do you want? Nothing. You have to go and see Loop. Ooh!
It's telling us where to go and what to do.
Well, I imagine we got some things to talk to Loop about. We got, I think... Nah.
Loop, you led us astray, you son of a bitch.
Loop, you son of a bitch.
Loop, you son of a bitch.
Remember, Loop was like, kind of like, you gotta go experience it. Like, you just gotta go.
You just gotta go do it, Starboy. You son of a bitch, you showed me out to the king.
You motherfucker, Loop. Loop, you motherfucker. Loop, you son of a fucking bitch, Loop.
This new persona of Sif, he's like a fucking redneck.
Loop, you motherfucker.
Loop, you son of a bitch.
Loop, you goddamn son bitch. Loop, you goddamn son bitch.
You think you're clever, Loop?
Oh, you motherfucker. You could do this if you want. There's new reactions from,
Whoa, what's wrong?
I need to do the favorite tree thing.
Oh, do you? Need to leave? Sure. But let's talk later, okay? Okay, that was...
Didn't usually I have an option.
Yeah, that was not new at all.
It was slightly, like, a little at the start. Hey, stop. Just say, I told you so, and we can move on. I told you so. What a stupid idea you had. Thinking the king could be turned good. He's the king. He's probably the reason you're here, or related to it at least. And all you had to do was find out he shares your tragic backstory for you to feel pity for him. He didn't have to lift a finger. And because of you, Bonnie was.
To shreds, you say?
Anyway, I told you so. But what he said back then, he mentioned something. Something about wishcraft. He did. What's wishcraft? I don't know. Wishcraft? Crafting wishes? That sounds impossible and way too convenient. But he seemed to imply you were using it. That's what it felt like to me. I've never heard of witchcraft before. Me neither.
I forgot.
I wouldn't even know where to find information about it. But that is new information. So, as stupid as the whole making friends with the king was, you did find something new. Was it worth it? Every time you close your eyes, you still see a hand tightening. I'm also wondering, the way you looped last time, wasn't it? Whatever. It's not like your kid will remember what just happened anyway. Just put it behind you. And this whole thing gave you something else, didn't it? Another memory to equip. Oh, you didn't even notice. You'll always remember this after all. Let me do the usual. You got a memory of memories. When
Did we not get this
equipped,
before?
Memory of Memories allows you to read books you couldn't before. I don't think so.
Book.
The ones written in that language that just gives you a headache. The ones from your country. Oh, how useful and neat to be able to read your own blinding language. You might as well read any books you find before you forget again, like you do everything else. And if you can read that language, maybe you can explore the house a bit more.
I don't wanna.
despair, Stardust. There's still a path to follow.
Stop.
In the meantime, though, how can I help you on this new wonderful loop? I don't need your help.
Yeah, we don't need nothing from you. You told
See
us
you
exactly
later,
where we need to go.
Stardust.
Oh, well, just when we thought we might be able to not have to explore the house anymore.
Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
Jarvis!
Isbo's whispering your name.
Don't do it.
Don't turn around and keep sleeping.
That's new. Already asleep, huh? Oh well. Then maybe it would be fine if I said it now. No, that's not cool. I'll tell them tomorrow when we've beaten the king. You really have to, Isabel. You crabbing coward. Good night, Sam.
You never actually rest at the clock tower. Isabeau talks to you to say nothing, and you answer or you don't, and you blink, and it's over. You never sleep here, you just thought you did. Soon you close your eyes and open them and everyone's waking up. No, everyone's ready to go. No, you're all leaving. No, you're at the entrance of the house and you look up and...
What? You what?
Wow.
Mojo Jojo.
Imagine that just happens when you've like done it a lot. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whack. Book.
Book.
It's a Potarian for Guardian translation. Start with the T. Nope.
More books in the back over there.
Skip. Yeah, maybe it's on the shelves. I feel like it would be in like one of these rooms. Oh, baby.
Oh. Oh.
One of them is written in a language you cannot read. Just looking at it gives you a headache. But you could read it if you... Oh, no, I've got to... Yeah.
You gotta go equip it because we took it off immediately. Memories.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be a theoretical essay about how to use wishcraft. Wishcraft. So it is real. This essay seems too complicated for you to understand right now. You should find more information about wishcraft elsewhere and come back to this later?
Just take it with you.
It says the king is the one who told you wishcraft. You don't want to ask him anything, but there's some place that's related to him.
What the fuck are you talking about? You put notes down for this?
I'm thinking... I think I have to go to
where
the
that
third
is?
floor first. So for the Jarvis people who are locked behind Jarvis's loop.
Paywall.
Oh, can I kill myself, please?
Yeah.
First with me.
The Jarvis paywall.
I remember the secret library has one of the books.
Yeah.
Because that's where we
there's a
try
door.
to get Isabel to read it. And Isabel's like, huh? And then there's a door, which is on the third floor. I think we have to go to the door first. Because he said, what's related to the king? I think the door is.
I really hope that the book that's on the second floor doesn't have the change word for the door that's on the third floor.
We're
'Cause I
almost
feel
out of key. We're almost out of loop points.
Oh my god. Jarvis needs to start farming some fucking
All right, we'll go check out that room.
some juice for us.
All right, made it to the door.
Mojo Jojo
Gate is
door.
locked. It's locked by one of those weird word locks. Something right above the lock too. Maybe you should look to click closer look. Try to read what's written. You can read it now. It's asking a question. You answer it aloud. The door unlocks. Wait, we don't get the question?
Yeah, what the hell? Huh? What did you say, Sif?
I couldn't hear it either. Did you say something? You open the door. It's supposed to be kept secret, I guess.
Dude, he's just like, Sif is clocking out.
Whoa, what the fuck? Star charts.
Cool. Star charts. Another star room. Another book.
Telescope, it's broken. Star
Probably
charts.
the main thing. And then that thing in the middle of the room.
A bookcase. All the books are so old, they'll probably disintegrate at a single touch. Same thing. A journal with a star on its cover. It looks very old. It feels like it break apart in one touch. I want to read it so bad.
Please stop wasting time and reading every book we come across.
But if the book has a star on it, it must be important, right? You get closer to the book.
Fine.
Let's do it. Be careful holding it, though.
Mirabel carefully takes the book in their hands and flips through the pages. It's a little long. Seems like it's the diary of a very sad person. Why sad? What happened to them? They don't actually say. It just feels like they lived through some hard times, and everyone around them seems to brush their worries aside. Everyone is acting as if everything's fine when this person continues to suffer.
Bummer.
More like boring. Read
It's
a
like dang.
passage. Sure. Or it's Sifrin, who is suffering
it
and
could be
nobody
Sifrin.
else is dealing with it.
Sees it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no one can understand what I've been through. Not my friends, not my family, no one. If no one can understand me, if I'm doomed to never truly be seen by another, if I'm the only one who can understand what I've gone through, then couldn't I just create another self? Another me? Someone I could talk to who could understand? Huh?
Oh, interesting. Now we're getting somewhere.
Talking to another self to come to terms with what I've gone through. But in the end, they'd still be all alone, right?
Sometimes you just need a voice that answers back, Bon Bon.
It would be just an echo chamber, though. Like Reddit, you'd never get to any good conclusion, talking to yourself endlessly. I suppose they felt so alone they saw no other recourse, though. But tell me, Mirabelle, do they get a rude wake-up call as they realize creating another self is absolutely impossible?
Yeah. Using craft to change a body is already hard enough. Creating a whole new one and identical to another, and one able to talk back. That's just impossible.
Unless you used wishcraft to create another version of yourself,
Right.
and to make them different enough to talk to you, you erased all their memories prior to them appearing in this game.
Yep.
But that would be
Yeah.
crazy. They spent a good chunk here trying to figure out how to do it. It's a lot of complicated theory. The writing seems to be getting more frantic too. It's barely legible in places.
Of course. Realizing this can't be done.
That's kind of sad.
Oh, this page. It only has a few words, but I figured it out. How to create another me. Bodycraft didn't work. Crafting clay didn't work. Nor wood or marble. Nothing changed, but one thing could. Wishcraft. Wishcraft will make my wish come true. I just have to do it. I just have to ask. Witchcraft? The king mentioned witchcraft before, didn't he? He seemed to imply it was used to trap you in this time loop, didn't he? So it is real. It's real. It's real. You hide your
real.
smile by covering your mouth.
Sifrin,
And then? Oh, and then? Mirabel turns the page. Oh! My wish came true. I will always be understood now.
Huh.
happy for them, I suppose.
So they did it? They created another them? With wishcraft? What's wishcraft?
Surely a type of craft they invented for this tale. As we've said, it's impossible to create a copy of yourself.
Interesting premise, though. and making this fictional tale look like an old diary was interesting. Too bad witchcraft isn't real, though. I'd wish for stuff too.
But it is real. It has to be. It has to be. You have to tell Loop about this. I was gonna talk to Loop.
Fuck! Wait, look at the Astro.
It's.
What is this?
It has lots of balls attached to it. And there's a lever here. If we turn it, it seems the balls will all move around this big middle ball.
Does it represent something? It looks familiar somehow.
Yes, I feel like I've seen something like this before. It's called an orrery. An orrery? It's a machine to calculate the positions of astronomical objects. Astro what? Like stars and planets and stuff.
And time.
Who would need to calculate this?
For once, Siffrin hasn't forgotten something, but we all have.
Wow.
So
Alright,
we
so
gotta
we have to go
talk
back
to
and
Loop
talk to Loop?
again.
Fuck!
Jarvi. Loop time. Hi, Stardust. Loop! Whoa. Yes? You heard it, didn't you? Heard what? You know, I don't actually spy on you all the time. I found it, Loop. Witchcraft. Witchcraft? The thing the king spoke of? I found it in a book, Loop. The writer said they wanted to create a whole new body and they used witchcraft for it. Witchcraft made their wish come true. Create a whole new body? That's impossible, right? But they did it with witchcraft. It's real, Loop. It has to be. A craft that allows you to do the impossible. Like creating a body. Like looping in time. Like, maybe, freezing people in time as well? That's right. If the king knows about witchcraft, could witchcraft be how he got the power to craft time? Did he use witchcraft to be able to use timecraft? It makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Huh. Ha! Stars, that's something, isn't it? That's a new lead. Finally, right? Finally indeed. Well, you know what to do, don't you, Stardust? Find more information. Indeed you do. Not to send you on another book chase, but... book time. Book time. You can read those weird books now, can't you? Maybe one of them might mention it. All right. Now that you're here, though, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? I don't need your help.
Fuck off, Loop. We don't need your help. We're going to the
See you
library.
later, Stardust. See you later, Jarvis.
Thea, did something happen?
What? What do you mean?
Did you drink a special tonic or something? You seem well.
So graceful, right? I knew I wasn't imagining it. You're walking in a cool way, like a dancer or something.
You usually feel like a tiny fennec fox, but you feel more like a panther right now. And the way you defeated the last few sadnesses we've seen, that was impressive.
Whoa. It's time to get serious, you know? It's time to get serious.
I will show you, the king, my true power. I will show them all.
And then, no one will ever make fun of me again for barely being taller than a preteen. I'm the same height as you, Mira. Oh. Mira looks at your heeled shoes, then at her flat boots. Is that so?
Youch.
Yeah, Belle. Hit him where it hurts. Youch. Are you really moving differently, though? Faster, more silently? I move different, come to think of it. Your family members do feel slower to you now, clumsier. How long have you been in there compared to them? I mean, we're like combat experts now.
Are we actually physically moving faster in the game, though?
Which reminds me, I wanted to... No, I don't think so. I just equipped the memory. Hello? Back to the room with the book. And we re-equip. And we re-equip.
But we already read this book. Is it? You think it's gonna have
No, we
more?
didn't. Hello? Yeah, this has happened in this episode. Remember, we went to go read it and it said, we gotta go figure out more before you read this book again.
Oh, okay. That's right.
You don't remember that? Jarvis,
I don't.
shoot this guy in the head.
Jarvis, shoot me to refresh my memory, please.
You can read it now. It seems to be a theater cross. We gotta use witchcraft. Witchcraft. So it is real. Start flipping through it. Sifrin? What are you looking at? It's a book on something called wishcraft.
Wishcraft? What's that?
Do we really have time for this right now?
You grin. I think wishcraft is what gave the king power over timecraft.
Oh, crab.
This would be very, very useful to know, wouldn't it?
Interesting. May I see? How are you even reading this?
Letter's bad.
I can't read it at all.
I've never even heard of wishcraft. Are you sure it's even real?
Worth a try. Since you can read it, can you translate what you can, Sif?
You nod furiously. You start reading and translate as best you can. I'll leave the thinking to you all. I am a child. I have a lot on my mind. I cannot help.
Understandable.
Isabeau and Odile listen intently while Mirabelle and Bonnie start playing some kind of game in the corner. You keep translating. After a bit, Odile nods.
I think I understand. Wishcraft, as the name implies, is the art of crafting wishes. Of making whatever you desire come true. According to this, there seems to be no clear limit on what kind of wish you can make come true.
A big part of it seems to come through just believing very strongly that you wish will come true, huh?
So by crafting some specific rituals in conjunction with a powerful will for your wish to come true, people can seemingly make any kind of wish come true.
Okay. You used the word congestion, so now I'm confused.
Conjunction. It means...
The same way we use craft in certain knowledge and will make figurines move. There's a way to use craft to make your wishes come true.
You nod. Bonnie raises their hand.
You have a question, Boniface?
Can it make any wish come true if you ask?
Yes, but the way the wish comes true seems a little more complicated than that, from what Sifrin translated.
Yeah, depending on what you ask, your wish might not come true. But you might get the means to make your wish come true. So like, let's say you wish to win rock, paper, scissors tournament. Instead of just having it come true through pure luck, you might get something to help make it come true. Like maybe you'd get better at reacting, and you could see your opponent's hand in slow motion as it falls, so you can change your own hand.
Or maybe you'd get the insight to tell what they'd be playing, based on their body language. Or you just get power to see the future, so you know what your hand or opponent will play beforehand.
Oh, or maybe you could meet a powerful rock, paper, scissors master who'd be willing to teach you through the goodness of their heart.
Maybe.
But what if your opponent also made a wish to win? What do you think would happen?
Maybe the wishes would cancel each other out, and the match would end in a draw. Or maybe their wishes would both be considered null, and it's be anyone's game.
Or maybe the wishes can't work because it's two opposite wishes, so they both explode and destroy the whole world. Oh no.
I think Bonnie might be onto something there. But neither of the wishes will come true then. So maybe they both get to win somehow. Maybe they go to different tournaments.
Or share a medal.
Cute.
This is fascinating.
Makes you want to go into wishology, huh?
Almost.
So, if the wishes crafts how the king's got his powers, what did he wish for then?
I don't know, but maybe his power to freeze people in time might not be what he wished for. But it's the means to make his wish come true.
So if he wished for the ability to save Vogard, because he doesn't want the same thing happening to Vogard that happened in our country, then it gave him the means to make that come true, which was by freezing everyone in time.
Right.
To make Vogard perfect. A perfect picture.
Oh, frozen in time.
But then, question. I have a question.
Yes, Mira. I give you permission to speak.
Thank you. Sifrin, you think the king could have gotten timecraft powers by just wishing for them, right? You nod, considering he's the one who told you about witchcraft in the first place. So then, if the wishes can be that powerful, wouldn't anyone making a wish at any time be kind of dangerous? We'd be living in a very different world, wouldn't we? If someone wished to be the strongest person alive, or if a kid wished for 1,000,000 ponies. We can do that? Wish for 1,000,000 ponies? Oh no!
To answer your question, my dear Mira, it seems just wishing for things does hold a little bit of power, but like not enough to actually make anything come true. But like Sif said, over time, people figured out specific ways to do wishcraft to increase their chances of the wishing coming true.
And it depends on the wish too. Some wishes are easier to make come true.
It also depends on the strength of the wish, like how much you want it to come true. Although it seems the strength of the wish isn't as important as the whole ritual part. You can wish as hard as you want for something, but if there's no ritual, it's very likely that nothing will happen.
I wish I won this single game. Wouldn't ask for much belief or for a lot of rituals. But in theory, you could prepare rituals and wish for something much larger, like, I wish I could win this world tournament.
Or, I wish I get enough power to freeze a whole country in time, right?
Right.
So the king knew how to do witchcraft then. That's what this means? Witchcraft could account for his mastery over timecraft, and so he must have known specific rituals to make his wish come true. Where could he have learned them? Doesn't matter, because that's it, isn't it? That's it. Witchcraft is the art of making wishes come true. Wishes that could bestow immense power. A wish must be what's trapping you here. That's it, that's it, that's it. You can't help but smile wildly. Finally a hint, finally a real path you can follow. Something you can do. You try and calm your breathing. Whew. Okay. Specific rituals, huh? It's a long shot, but there might be another book about the witchcraft somewhere. Something you couldn't read before. That would have to be the book in the secret library.
Yeah.
I have an interesting thought.
Okay.
Siffrin brushing off the, well, how did he learn how to do it? And he goes, it doesn't matter how he learned how to do it. Let me cook for a millisecond. Ignoring all previous theories, but kind of tying into a little bit of them. What if it's not like the king, that like we are the king, but the king is us? In a sense that like we the king learned how to do witchcraft because we learned how to do witchcraft. And something we do through the witchcraft causes something bad to happen to Vogard. So the king is us in the future, attempting to save Vogard from us.
Yeah. I mean that would definitely tie into the theory that the king is us.
Yeah,
and
like that. Like
that would like be a sound way of it tying into that.
and it's not that the king made a copy of us, or maybe he did. The king is our future self who then made a copy of his younger self, which is us.
Yeah. I think it could definitely be something like that. Maybe some tweaks here and there. We still got to factor in what the fuck is loop.
Yeah, I whenever
Like,
are
where
we
the hell
all
he
three?
came
Is
from.
it like a ghost
the
of like
three
the
of us?
future, present, past kind of thing going
Past,
on?
yeah. That's
like
what I
we're
was
the
thinking.
past, the king is the present, and Loop is the future, who's gone through everything.
Yeah, and he's just watching it all happen.
Loop is Siffrin after Siffrin has become the king and then eventually redeemed. And it's
Yeah,
like, I
he's
have
the,
to close the loop by making sure to guide Siffrin to that path. I
He's
kind of
the,
like that
final
now.
product.
That
Yeah,
that
no, I
kind of
think
is in
that-
my head. That could
Hey,
all
and
be
it's
thrown
something that
away
we've
when
been
we
saying the whole
when we
time.
like find out more about witchcraft. That could all be like just tossed out, but
Right.
it's a working theory. And one we'll have to work through in the next episode.
Oh.